Yeah, I think he would be okay, but I think by like Ben Jacobs, who's got like over 100, he's a journalist, over 100K on Twitter, and he's a good journalist to like go to. He's saying he's got legs, this Nuno appointment to the end of the season.
But it's
So
like, it, why are we bothering though? That's the question, because it's like this: if Nuno comes in, right, is he going to want to stay for 6 months? And then Leeds United not wanting him as their main target and go for Iriola, go for that Pedro Martins, go for that Tata or whatever you
yeah,
call him. Like I don't see that. Like I feel like it's going to be like a situation where I like it, Jesse Marsh, where Southampton, and that will be in advanced talks. Southampton offer him like a deal towards the end of the season, and then it gets rejected last minute. That's how I feel it, because Jesse Marsh, credit to Jesse Marsh, like he's got some balls to take on a job as big as Southampton
mm,
with where they are at the moment. But he wanted it to be long term. He didn't want to just come in just to save the club. He wanted it to be long term,
definitely, yeah,
you know. And I feel like Nuno will do exactly the same. I feel like he'll look at that and be like, well, if I'm going to come in, I want to commit to this. I don't want to come up like come from a job that I'm doing well at to come to a team that could get relegated into the championship, ruin my reputation, and I could be out for work for a while.
yeah, exactly.
You know,
But by the sounds of it, the Rayo Vallecano chairman I read saying he doesn't think what's his face will be there till next summer. Um,
I mean, it's going to be crazy. I mean, it's like with Nuno and like with Iriola.
yeah,
I wouldn't mind either of them because they play like very solid football. And it's like I made a video on both of these managers, and like I said, it's like the comparison between Iriola is Arteta with how he plays,
yeah,
and Nuno with how he sets up, like in the 3-4-3 system, and obviously can go back to a back five. And if we can play with a back five in
mm,
both systems, or play with a 4-5-1, I feel like Leeds United are going to be so solid because we'll have that mid block, and or
yeah,
we can go to a low to mid block. Do you know what I'm trying to
yeah,
say?
yeah,
So we will be exceptionally solid at the back, but at the same time, are we going to enjoy Nuno's type of football? Because obviously it's not pretty. And I'm not going to sit there and say that's like
mm,
Bielsa ball because it's not.
no,
Iriola is more possession based. He's more positional based.
yeah,
But with Nuno, we've got the confidence in him because obviously he's managed to get Wolverhampton Wanderers from being, in a sense, the championship, dominated the championship, to back Europa League position. Unfortunately,
mm.
did he get sacked or did he leave?
Who's that?
Nuno from Wolves.
He got sacked from Wolves and then went to and he finished 10th. For goodness sake,
Yeah, people are saying he was 13th, but I'm sure I saw that he
well,
was 10th.
yeah. Um, and then he obviously didn't do well, or didn't do well.
this is this
Conte's
is
not doing well.
this is the thing that really annoys me with like journalists or fans, right? And this is what I said in my Graham Potter video, right? Why why do pundits sit there and say, "Oh, this is such"? Bear in mind, like let's say they'll finish in like seventh or eighth, yeah.
Yeah,
This is the worst time in my history. This is such an abysmal performances by the club. I would like my team, Leeds United, to finish in eighth place, you know. But because since they're so used to success and so used to winning every week, apparently it's shocking. Like it's the worst team they've had in history,
mm,
and it baffles me. And it's so mind boggling that fans are like that. It's like I get the frustration when it comes to these big top six clubs, but at the same time they've got to be grateful that they're in a position that they're nowhere near the relegation.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I feel like it's more stressful being towards the bottom end of the table than it is in finishing eighth.
Yeah, it's definitely more stressful down the bottom, isn't it? Without a shadow of a doubt. And then you've got this apparently next season, the European Super League.